Sounds like you might have heard this before. I know I have. It's because this song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant was never the name of the restaurant. It was always just the name of the song. That's why I still call the song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's roundabout, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Well, it all started about 50 years ago. 50 years ago on Thanksgiving, when my friend and I decided to go up and visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice didn't used to live in the restaurant. She lived in the church nearby the restaurant, in the bell tower, with her husband Ray and Fonzie the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they used to have a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And them seeing as how they took out all the pews and having all that room, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. On the world tonight, in a strange and foreign land, a soldier packs his memories as he leaves Afghanistan. Back home they don't know too much, there's just no way to tell. I guess you had to be there to know that the war was hell. And there won't be any victory parades when those is coming back. They'll fly them in at midnight and unload the body sacks. And the living will be walking down a long and lonely road, because nobody seems to care these days when a soldier makes it home. Just drink water, this land was made for you and me. I've been singing this song since I was a little kid. Man, I learned it a long time ago. And some of these songs, you know, you sing them so often or so much, you hear them everywhere, and they become sort of like background music or something like that, you know, at least in general. But I have a sneaking suspicion about these things, and that is that, I don't know if you know, if you've ever been to like a famous battleground or something like that, or a place where a miracle happened. People go to where stuff happened. Could be bad, good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. I mean, people like going to where something happened. Just stand there, get a little taste or a smell of some kind, an idea of what it was, you know. Maybe it rub off on you in some kind of way. My sneaking suspicion is that every time somebody goes to a place like that, they leave a little piece of themselves. So next time somebody goes, there's even more there than there was to begin with. And it keeps building up year after year, decade after decade, century after century, until finally you get anywhere near those places and you can feel stuff. It's real. I don't know if it has anything to do with the original event or the spirit of the people that have been going to see it all this time. The same thing happens with songs. You know, you write a song, might not be all that much to it, but you get enough people singing it every time, leaving a little piece of themselves. Next time you hear it, there's more to it, and it just keeps growing like that until finally it's the spirit of the song. It's not the spirit in the words so much as it is in this people who've been singing it all that time. And I love when that happens. And that's what I think happened to this song here. I'm not sure, of course, that's just my uneducated sneaking suspicion. I remember one time, you know, I was thinking about it because my mom, during the 80s, she had gone over to China back in those days. And because she had been a dancer with the Martha Graham Company up in New York. She was in the original company, and they were inviting all of these artistic types to go over there or something. She comes back. She said, Arlo, we were in the middle of China. And they brought out some school children and they started singing us songs. They started singing, "This land is your land." I said, "Stop the song. My husband wrote that song." She must have drove them nuts. She was driving me nuts about it. And it was weeks after she had gotten back. She hadn't slowed down one little bit about it. And I just looked at her. I said, "Mom, I mean, you know, what are they singing it for over there? I mean, California to the New York Island." She looked at me with one of those mom kind of looks. She said, "Oh, Arlo." She walked away. I was left standing there feeling like my usual self. I know she's right, I just didn't know why or nothing. Then after a while, it come to me. I could see it. Just because it said California to the New York Island didn't mean it had to go the short way. I could see it going around back. Maybe up over the top or something like that. And the whole world could be singing this song. Except America. I remember when I had that thought for the first time, I realized I didn't know any more after thinking than before I'd begun. But I'll never let it stop me. Hope it never stops anybody here tonight. Like I said, I learned this song when I was a little kid. My father taught me some verses that wasn't in the regular version. There's a lot of verses to the song, I don't sing them all. But I will leave you tonight with the last one I ever heard from him. It goes something like this. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking my freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is mine.